Hey studs, welcome back. I will demonstrate 4 build techniques available in the game. These methods can be utilized to create structures or designs such as a slanted cross, different heights to build spiky walls, building in a different orientations to create vines on a wall. Or you could even make a dirt path that's going to lead to your house. The build technique for orientating and building in different angles are exploits in the game. Eventually they will be patched. If you want to use these exploits, use them while you still can. Hopefully in the future we'll have the option to orient pieces as we want. The adjustment of height to push things underneath the ground is a game mechanic. If you use UEFN or Fortnite Creative, you will know. Building a dirt path is also a game mechanic, because placing any prefab creates a dirt plot, as long as one of the foundation pieces remains. We're going to start off with making your own path. What you're going to need to do is you open up your build menu, hit filter, hit the gone fishing, and log cabin. The only reason I'm choosing the log cabin is because it's a 4-piece and you can use any 4-piece. It doesn't matter the 4-piece. So we're going to build at an angle here going the northwest. We're going to tap it over and you're going to place it. You're then going to go over to your builds, the prefabs, select the simple dock. And the reason for the floor placement is because you're able to snap the fishing dock, pushing it down. So as you can see, it's slightly high off the ground, but as soon as you snap it to the floor, it pushes it down. We can now get rid of this 4-piece. You're going to go ahead and press the start build, and you're going to abandon the build. And you confirm it, you're going to get rid of the blue lines, or the blue guided pieces. You could either leave the studs here, or you could break them. You cannot break them by pickaxe. You got to do a ground slam. And it's a little finicky, but eventually you'll get it. There we go. And you want to make sure you leave one. The one piece that I recommend you leave is the one farthest away from you, because it's a 2x2 pillar, meaning it's the less amount of space covering. You're gonna watch me struggle here. Oh, this is why I don't like flying. There we go. And you're gonna leave one of these. Doesn't matter which one you want. We're just gonna go ahead and do the right one. And that creates a path. The reason you want to leave the last one is because as soon as you break this one, there is no longer a prefab established here. Meaning, as soon as you break it, it's going to go back to your grass, as you can see. So here I left them both, but that's fine. Doesn't really bother me. You can build on top of it. So you could cover it up. You want to extend this the floor plan. Now we're going to go to these adjustable heights. These adjustable heights can be done on any wall. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab this fort wall. The reason I'm using the fort wall is because of the flat surface that it has in the back. And that's what's going to allow us to use this log puller. You adjust it to any height. It's going to, as you can see, it's green, so it lets you place it. And when I'm saying adjust height, I'm looking at the bottom of the base. So if I want something from the bottom of the base, like say this high, you could do that. So we're going to just randomly place them at different heights. Now what you're going to do is you're still going to have the log puller, and you're on the bottom of the screen, you're going to see snap mode hold. For me, it's left trigger. For you, it's going to be something else. And what you're going to do is you're going to snap it to the bottom. As you can see, there's white dots. Here, let me show you that. So as you can see, there's 4 white dots around that's for the side. There's a dot on top, and there's a dot on the bottom, which pushes it down. We're going to make sure you're snapping it to the bottom of it. That way it pushes the pillar down, as you can see. Now this is going to be broken down. I use it just for easy placement. And then you're going to break all the pillars that are on top. And now you have these adjustable heighted pillars. And we're just going to put the little tops on them. And there you go. This also works on things like stairs. So let's say you want stairs like this high, 3 steps. I think that's, yeah, 3 steps. You now have a stairs that are 3 steps. And again, you could do it with 2 steps as well. So let me probably get rid of that. So I'm gonna nudge it down to where it's touching the wall. Like this. Snap it to the stairs. And there you go. You now got 2 steps. And you can also build off of this too. So for an example, like you want to do that and then snap that to the floor and then snap it to the bottom. Break this. You now have like these little slightly lifted, so adjustable heights. So these, like I said, this is a game mechanic. This has always been incorporated in all Fortnite build modes, like creative and UEFN. So this is a game mechanic, and so is the dirt path, because the dirt path is creating the foundation for your prefab, so it's going to stay in the game. This next build technique is a sideways build technique, and this is an exploit in the game. Essentially, what I'm doing is I'm using certain pieces in the game to manipulate building. So this technique I'm about to show you may be patched in the future, or it might be a game mechanic that's been polished and properly inserted, like angle building. Like before, like now you're able to rotate at 45 degrees. Maybe in the future we'll be able to place things sideways. In order to do this, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go. We're gonna clear out the filter first. We use the log cabin, and we're gonna go to themes, utility, and vehicles. For the log cabin, you're gonna go to fences, and you grab these railings. And you could place them however you want. I'm just gonna do something real quick. So, and then you're gonna go to your toys, controls. You're gonna go to switches and grab this pressure plate. We're gonna put the pressure plate a little bit farther away from what we're building. That way we could do it. So now we're gonna clear our filters, go to decorations, go to plants, and grab the centerpiece. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna point your cursor to the pressure point. As you can see, it flips the build. Normally it's up, now it's sideways. You want to make sure you have the cursor on the black part of the plate, not the red, because if you have it on the red, as soon as you start nudging, oh, actually it does stick on there. Well, never mind. Nope. Okay, there it is. Okay, yeah. So you want to do it to the black part. There we go. That's more consistent. Sort of. This nudging is a little off. There we go. And then just nudge it however you want. And there you go. Like I said, this is a bug. It's an exploit. It's a glitch. So results may vary, but you gotta play with it, and then you'll be able to get it. Now we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna do the cross. The cross is a little bit different. So this one, we're gonna go back to build, and we're gonna go to the Shogun Palace, and theme, utility, and toys. Go to building parts. You're gonna go to your walls, and you're gonna grab this ancient slanted wall number 1. With this, you're just gonna place it anywhere you want to do the build. We're just gonna do it here for now. The cool thing about this build is it's slanted and it has these flat surfaces. These flat surfaces are crucial because the next piece we're gonna be using is in the toys, controls, and we're gonna use a small thruster. You're able to use the large thruster, but I'd rather use the small one just because the view of it, a vision, it's gonna be easier. As you can see, in some of these slope flat surfaces, the thruster is able to be placed. So that way you have different angles. So we're just gonna do this angle for now. We're gonna go back to building parts, grab your pillars. Let's make it daytime. Okay, it's back to daytime. So we're gonna grab the pillar and we're just gonna point it to the thruster. As you can see, it angles the build. Right now it's turned red, so you can't place it anywhere. But if you use your nudging feature, you're able to then make sure it's touching the ground. As soon as it stops touching the ground, you're no longer able to build. As long as it touches the ground, you can. You're going to grab the opposite pillar, and you're going to snap it to this pillar's. You might have to break this. Object in the way. What's in the way? In some cases, there's things underneath the ground, so it's not going to let you. Push that back. There we go. And there we go. So in some cases, there is stuff underneath the map of the game, so you're not able to, for some reason, it just wasn't letting me place it. Like I said, these are exploits, so they're not always going to be like 100%. You just got to find where that you can do it. Go back to filter, hit the log cabin. I forgot about that. You're going to go to walls. You're going to go to half walls. You can grab the umber half wall, and then you're just going to place it up here. Make sure you're using your snap, because if you're not using your snap, it's going to be like a little wonky. So you're going to go back to supports, and you're going to grab the beams. And then, again, this is a little wonky. So it's got a... You guys are going to watch me struggle. I'm doing this on purpose. There we go. Nope, I missed. Okay. There we go. Once you have it in place, so I wanted it flush with the little design that's here. The second one's easy. You could then snap it to the one that's in the back, flip it over, and then just nudge it to the other side. We could get rid of that. And there you go. We got the angled cross. If you guys want to see more of these build techniques videos, please let me know in the comments, and I could do more. Thank you.